Hey guys, how you doing? This is Lauren with XGRiD Campers. We're here on day 3 of the Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. If you love anything outdoors, this is the place to be. We're here through Sunday, February 12th, so come out and take a look at us. We're here displaying this week the new AOR Sierra and the 2023 Xpedition Voyager trailer with the 4-season package. Both these trailers are awesome for the hunting crowd, the outdoors crowd, anything you want to do off-grid. So let me show you a couple of new features of the AOR Sierra. We've had these coming into the United States now for about the last year or so, and this newest one in the black has all the bells and whistles and all the features that people have been asking for. Let me start with the front here. We have an extended drawbar length. So this is about 6 or 8 inches longer than the first version that we had here in the United States. Gives you a much better turning radius. It also gives us a little more room so we can put 20-pound propane tanks. So we have dual 20-pound propane tanks now on the front of this camper. However, what's also interesting here is we have a Webasto diesel combi unit for the furnace and hot water heater. So we have the diesel can right here. So our propane is actually only used for our stove and then external fire pits and barbecue grills. So you have plenty of propane for really anything you want to do because we're running the furnace and the hot water heater off the diesel system. One thing that people love about the AOR lineup is all the storage. So we have the front boot box here with the storage. This lifts up higher than the older models. Before it's a little bit harder to get your head in there. We've asked them to raise that up, and so they've raised that up for us. Gives us a little more room. We've outfitted this one with a MaxTrax Extremes, which is kind of nice for when you're out on those trails. And this is actually set up on the firewood rack. So that can drop down. If you're driving down a trail, you see a bunch of firewood on the side, you can load it up, put it up here, strap it down, and hit the trail again. That way when you get to your campsite, you're ready to go. One of the other great features that's new on this unit are these pull bars. So we've set up this unit with pull bars, so if you're on flat ground, on a smoother pavement or surface, you can grab these and boom by hand. This trailer is only 2,100 pounds dry. Usually loaded up, you're gonna run it around 3,000 pounds, depending on what you do. We have 52 gallons of water, so that makes a difference there. But either way, you can pull this by hand on flat level surface. Let's keep going a little bit here. Here's the side galley. We're outfitting this one with a Truma C60 fridge. Gives you nice space, single zone. You can do some dual zone fridges in this compartment as well. And we have an extendable tray out here for prep or a small barbecue grill. In Australia, that's what they do. They put their little grill right here and cook up. One of the nice changes we added with this unit is a single action release bar. So now with one hand, you can pull this right out. Makes it a lot easier. I think we're the first one to have this on these units. Another storage, lots of storage up here, great for pantry. Behind this false wall is where the Webasto furnace and hot water heater is kept. So you can access it back there by pulling a couple screws off and be able to get into everything right there if you need to. We've also decided to outfit the United States units with the Cook Partner 18-inch stove. This is a high-pressured burner. It's 10,000 BTUs per burner. Goes right to the propane tank. Gives you a lot of flexibility for cooking larger meals, big pots of food, and even at higher elevations because you have that 10,000 BTU burner. Most RV stoves are going to be rated around 5,200 to 7,200 BTUs, so you get a lot more power off this. Folds up nice and compact and slides right back in underneath the cabinet space here. The Sierra has a ton of storage, lots of room here for pantry and cooking items. You have a big, deep pull-out drawer here, side cabinet, and cutlery drawer right here. The entire system is powered by the RedArc Red Vision. Gives us the ability to monitor our dual water tanks. We have 52 gallons of water across 2 tanks. We have all of our lighting controls in here, all of our power controls. The Red Vision is a 30 amp shore charger, DC to DC charger, and solar charger. We have solar on the rear pod now, which I'll show you in a second, but we also have some rooftop solar mounts with a 50 amp Anderson. So if you want to add additional solar, you can do that as well. Let's keep going here. The rear pod had a lot of great changes for this model as well. The first thing that's noticeable is this window. So as we go in, if you're using this area for a little escape from the elements, you can still have a window now out the back of this. This is really nice. It opens this area up. We'll use this as a changing room. It's built into the pod area, so it drops down, sets up in just a couple minutes. But what's really nice about this, in cold weather or in windy weather, you can come in here, set down your chair, set down a little table, and you have a little escape area that's fully protected. It all zips up. Then you can close up this window if you want to. Let me go around the back here, show you one of the nice new features as well. On the top of this pod, we've mounted a solar panel. So these new models have a solar panel built in it there. This is perfect because when you're driving, we're using our 30 amp DC to DC charger, so we really don't need the solar because we're getting tons of power off the DC to DC. But when we're camped, this is gonna raise up, and now we've got the solar up there on the pod, and that way it's not taking up any space on your roof. The roof is still fully open for the rooftop tents, kayaks we have on this one, or any other gear that you want to put up there. This is the cabin for the AOR Sierra. Some nice changes here. We have the venting for the furnace up there. We've moved the vent fan up to the front. That helps reduce down on possible dust entry. These are 100% dust proof, so they're always looking at ways to continue to enhance that capability and make sure that they stay that way. So that's one of the new changes. We also have a change to the bed. The bed now is on hydraulic struts. So as you lift this up, it's real easy to get up and get access to all your electrical. So we've got the hydraulic struts that lift this up. It's self-supporting. You can strap it up there if you want to as well. In here we have 300 amp hours of lithium batteries, a 2,000 watt inverter, a water filtration system, the RED Vision, a full-size spare. Lots of storage under here if you need it, and real easy to open it up and close it down. Again, what people love on this is all the storage. 2 big storage boxes here, super deep. The top one, you will typically use for a closet because it's accessible on the inside of the cabin and as well on the side here. Throw your gear in there, get into it from the cabin, you're ready to go. And on this we're using the OVS shower enclosure, so it drops into a swing out mount. So that swings back against the side of the trailer when you're towing, comes out, and then we have a hot water access port right on the side of the camper for your shower. You can also use this as an area for the bathroom. So last thing I want to show you real quick is the DO35 hitch. This is made by Cruisemaster. It's a 360 articulated hitch. Gives you a lot of control when you're towing down those trails. All right, so this is the new 2023 Xpedition Voyager. Xpedition made a lot of changes to this model, which I wanted to highlight here today. The first thing is a 4-season package. So this comes standard now in the 2023 models. What they've done is they've provided a system where you can actually go in cold weather camping and protect the system, the water system, from freezing. So we've added a 12-volt tank heater to the bottom of the water tank. We have heated battle-borne lithiums, and we have a heated galley area so that the sink lines don't freeze in that cold weather. Right under here is the electrical. So these are our 2 heated battle-borne batteries, and if you kind of take a look real close here, we have a vent line coming from the furnace. This is now using the Truma Combi hot water heater and furnace system, and we have a vent line coming into this galley area. So when this is closed up, your water lines are being warmed by that vent coming from the furnace. We also have multiple sensors. We have a sensor back in this area, we have a sensor underneath the water tank, and we have a sensor up at the front. And so that allows us to monitor the temperature, the ambient temperatures around these vulnerable areas. This is also powered by the RED Vision system. Again, 30 amp DC to DC charging, shore charging, and solar charging. One of the best features about the Xpedition Voyager is the expandable kitchen. We have about 12 feet of kitchen area. It's a large galley. You have about 4 areas that anyone can prep at the same time. So for families that want to cook together, you can prep here, access to the fridge, big prep area right there, slide out cutting board, and then your sink and your stove. So it gives a lot of room for a family to cook at the same time. We're running 36 gallons of water on this. You have hot water to the sink, again powered by the Truma Combi unit. Accessible pantry areas in multiple configurations. So you can get to your pantry from the front, the side right here, and then also from within the cabin. Makes it real easy to get your food out when you need it and where you need it. One of the other big changes we made on the 2023 Voyager is a new suspension. This is a proprietary suspension made by Artec Industries. The owners, Artie and Stacy, own Artec as well, so they build the suspension in-house. It's a trailing arm suspension with a shock and a spring. Gives you nice clearance, really comfortable ride, and makes it a lot smoother down those rugged trails. We have this one set up here with the bunk hammocks. There's an option to do the hammocks or a hard shelf. This is a flexible way to put extra gear in. Some people use it for pets or small kids. The bunk shelf is a hard mounted shelf which fits a crib sized mattress. It gives you a lot of flexibility for some additional storage. Also available now are window shades. So these are an add-on, magnetic setup, attach them up, and you're ready to go. The Voyager has a ton of storage also on the front toolbox area. You can put a couple of tubs and crates for all your gear. You have 6 crossbars on the top roof, so you can put a large tent, kayaks, solar panels, really anything you want up there. We've had 4 or 5 guys stand on this roof at the same time with no problem at all. It can carry pretty much anything you can throw up there. The Voyager is running the Max Coupler 360 hitch. It's also a great articulated hitch. Gives you full rotation all the way around. There's a coupler that mounts to a standard ball mount, so you have the rotation this way. And the Voyager comes in a number of different wraps, which is a lot of fun. In 2023, we themed the wraps around the national parks, but we also have some traditional wraps with the topographic images you'll probably see out there. So that's it for the 23 Voyager. Thanks for joining us, you guys. We'll see you soon.